This is my part 2 of quadratic equation. Find the sum and the product of quadratic equation. Number 1, I have here 4x raised to negative 2 minus x raised to negative 1 minus 5 is equal to 0. So in this quadratic equation, I have here negative sign. For example, negative exponent. Negative 1 means if there is negative exponent, so it should be 1 over x. So take note, the negative 1 is changed to positive 1. For example, you have x minus raised to the minus 2 power, so this will be 1 over x squared. So the negative sign changed to positive sign. So let us solve number 1. So this will be 4 over x squared. As what I said, if there is negative exponent, so if you bring down, this will change to positive, and then this will be minus, this one also, 1 over x, then minus 5 is equal to 0. So I need to find the LCD in here. So this will be over 1. So LCD between x squared, x, and 1, so it should be x squared. So x squared divided by x squared is 1 times 4, so it will be 4, minus x squared divided by x. So by using the index law, so since this is 1, so x squared minus 1, because there is an exponent of 1, so this will be x. So therefore this is x. And then minus x squared divided by 1, so it should be x squared. So this will be x squared times 5, so I have 5x squared, and then equal to 0. Next is I need to, since there is no denominator, so I put 1, then cross multiply, and then this one also. So this will be 4 minus x minus 5x squared is equal to 0. I need to arrange this one. Negative 5x squared minus x, then plus 4 is equal to 0. But since the first term is having negative sign, so I need to multiply negative 1 both sides. So this will be positive 5x. This will change to positive x, and this will change to negative 4 is equal to 0. So I have here my quadratic equation. General equation is 5x squared plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. So I need to get the a, which is 5, and then b is 1, c is negative 4. So by using quadratic formula, so by applying the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over by 2a. This is how to get the roots of the quadratic equation. So substitute negative b is negative 1 plus and minus square root of 1 squared minus 4, a is 5, then c is negative 4 all over by 2 times a is 5. So this will be negative 1 plus and minus square root of 1 squared is 1, and then negative times negative, this is positive. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 4, this will be 0, 8. So this will be 80. And then all over by 10. So negative 1 plus and minus 1 plus 80 is 81. This will be square root of 81, and then over 10. So negative 1 plus 1 plus and minus square root of 81 is 9 over 10. So this is over x. Now let us get the x sub 1. So plus and minus. So this will be minus 1 plus 9 over 10. So minus 1 plus 9, this will be 8 over 10. And then reduce this one by dividing by 2. This will be 4 over 5. So x sub 1 is 4 over 5. How about x sub 2? Or the second root? X sub 2 will be negative 1 minus the other sign over 10. So this will be negative 10 over 10. And then negative 10 over 10 is negative 1. So therefore, the roots are 4 over 5 and negative 1. Okay, let us check this one by substituting our roots to the given equation. So this is the given equation. Or we will use the quadratic formula only to make it easy. Quadratic formula is 5x 5x squared, sorry, it should be from the given. Okay, to check this one, our x sub 1 is 4 over 5 and then x sub 2 is negative 1. I will check this one by substituting the roots in the given equation. So to check, I will substitute when x is equal to 4 over 5. So this will be 4. This will be 4 over 5 squared. And then minus 1 over 4 over 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So this will be 16 over 25. Then minus 1 over 4 over 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So this will be, since this is a complex fraction, so we need this one to simplify. 4 times reciprocal of 16 over 25 will be 25 over 16. Same with the second. So this will be 1 times reciprocal of 4 over 5 is 5 over 4. Then minus 5 is equal to 0. Then I need to simplify. So this will be crossed out, divide by 4, 1. This is divide by 4, 4. So I have here 25 over 4. Then minus. So just multiply 1 times 5 is 5 over 4. Then minus 5 is equal to 0. Then I put 1 in here. So LCD will be 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1 times 25 is 25. Then minus 4 divided by 4 is 1 times 5 is 5. Then 4 divided by 1 is 4 times 5 is minus 20 is equal to 0. So combine 25, negative 5, negative 20 is negative 25 over 4 is equal to 0. So 25 minus 25 is 0 over 4 is equals to 0. 0 over 4 is 0 is equal to 0. So therefore, my x sub 1 is correct. Now let's go to the next root. Substitute also from the given equation. So I have here 4 over negative 1 squared minus 1 over negative 1 minus 5 is equal to 0. So this will be 4. Negative 1 squared will be equal to 1 because 1 times 1 is negative 1 times 1 is positive 1. So this is 1. And then negative divided by negative is positive. So this will be 1 minus 5 is equal to 0. So 4 divided by 1 is 4 plus 1 minus 5 is equal to 0. Combine this one. So 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. 5 minus 5 is 0 is equal to 0. So therefore, my x sub 2 is correct. Now, I have to solve the sum and the product of quadratic equation. So formula S is equal to x sub 1 plus x sub 2. So x sub 1 is 4 over 5 plus negative 1. So I need to simplify this one. Negative times positive. Positive times negative is negative. So this will be 4 over 5, negative 1. So I put 1 in here and then find the LCD between 5 and 1. So LCD is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1 times 4 is 4. Minus 5 divided by 1 is 5 times 1 is 5. So what is 4? 4 minus 5 is negative 1 over 5. So my sum of the root is negative 1 over 5. Now how about the product of the root? So the product of the root, P is equals to x1 times x2. So x1 is 4 over 5 times negative 1. So multiply this one. So the answer is negative 4 over 5. So therefore, my product of the root is negative 4 over 5. Now let us check if the sum is correct. So sum is negative 1 over 5. And then P is negative 4 over 5. So there is a checking for sum and product. So based on the given quadratic equation. So the quadratic equation is 5 x squared minus 4 and then plus 4 is equal to 0. Now we have to take the numerical coefficients of this equation. For x squared, we have 5. A is 5. Then B is negative 1. And then C is 4. Is it 4? I mean, 0. This is positive. Sorry, positive. And this is negative 4. So this will be positive and this will be positive 1. B is 1. Then this is negative. So another formula for sum is equals to negative B over A. So negative B over A. So I have here negative 1 over 5. So the same. How about the product of the root? Formula is C over A. So C is negative 4 and then over A. A is 5. So the same. So therefore, my sum and product of the roots are correct. That's all.